A fairy tale? Sir, mister, what would you like me to call you? Because you're not my president. There's nothing about a fairy tale on my ideology. Let me explain something to you. This is February 2019. Whether I succeed or not in 2019 is not because I do not have the IQ. There's still 2024 to go. I have become the professional pioneer on hindsight. Whenever I do something, people think, you know, let's come to the time, and it's going to happen. Mr. Sir, what would you like me to call you? In time, in history, it will show that the world will come to understand my postponement 2014. The people of South Africa will come to understand how idiotic the IQ of your organization is. Try to belittle me. The mere fact that you try to belittle me just shows me how scared you are. South Africa, Black South Africa, this is your host Emma speaking. From the Unity Congress, you see the future. I'm trying, there's 60 days, round about 60 days to the next election. You know, whether I succeed or not, it really doesn't matter to me. I've been at it for 21 to 30 years. Maybe in 2024, you have suffered enough to come to understand. But Black South Africa, especially Black South Africa, let me quickly explain this to you. Our political party infrastructure, 100% belongs to political parties. We have inherited from the colonials. We need a change that is more African friendly. We all know it has not worked in Africa because unfortunately it has nothing to do with white people. It has everything to do with your leaders. We are now at a point that nobody needs to explain to you that your leaders are corrupt and criminal. No service delivery, hands in the cookie jar, being on the gravy train, and you people do not get service delivery, and at this moment, our country's government is bankrupt and have been sold out to the Chinese. This is my veto, my legal veto. From 1998, cast it 1999, no fairy tale story about this. And this is how it looks like. So this is to you, Black South Africa. You can listen to the voices of your leaders in their official seats because they have media cover. But today, as Emma tells you this, that you have to demand my veto. For you white South Africans, I am past trying to convince you about my IQ. You were bullies and now you're just cowards. Sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I'm a white South African. I have lived with you and I understand exactly how you people think and treat. So this is to you, Black South Africa. If your leader tells you that Emma is crazy and lives in a fairy tale story, I'm not. You demand from white people, you demand from the ANC, from your political parties, you demand Emma's veto. And then you go to the polling stations and you stick it right next to the political party of your choice. As for you, heart-dire ANC supporters, people, I do not want to get rid of the ANC. The ANC is bankrupt. I want you, my voice to you, is to save your 107 years old organization from themselves. You use my veto and you stick it right next to the ANC. If we are successful, what will happen is the 100% political party infrastructure will go down to 60%. They will still be in rule, but 40% will come back to you, the people, via Aus Emma's Unity Congress political cause infrastructure. And in your municipal areas, you will have the chance to be employed and to bring service delivery to your people. With that, we will get new blood, a second breath on democracy, and with this, money will come back to this country. South Africans, you listen to the voice of official political party rulers, and they tell you that Aus Emma lives in a fairy tale. It is not true. To you, sir, Mr. Whatever you want to call me or want me to call you, try to belittle me. It really just makes me secure in the fact that you are scared. And you know what? For you not to understand this is you want it. And you people have already gotten the cake and ate it. And now nothing is left, not even the crumbs. And you do not know how to bake another cake, but as Emma knows. So please, go ahead and belittle me. I don't care. Come 2019, there's still 60 days. I can still get through to the sector in this country that knows me. There are a lot of business people. There are a lot of artists. There are a lot of people out there that knows me, knows about me. It can happen within 24 hours that people can stand up and use my veto. And comes after the 8th of May 2019, we go into interim government. If 50% of South Africans use my veto to vote and not use the cross, we will go into interim government. New investment will come to this country, and your bankrupt situation, Mr. Sir, that tells me that I live in a fairy tale story, you will go down to just being the president of a political party. And I will be the first state lady of this country. And this country will be saved from political party syndrome. I do not need to prove to the country because these people already know. You have that hand in the cookie jar. You are a political party. South Africans, this is Aus Emma speaking to you. White South Africans, this is Emmerine Shakutse speaking to you. Try to belittle me. See if I care. I don't care. I am at the beginning of a future. I know what I know. And I know this is the only answer. Doesn't matter who you are, black, white, Indian or colored. If you go and draw a cross in 29 election, you are still part of an old formula that doesn't work. You are ultimately empowering the ANC that have been proven to be detrimental. And you, sir, mister, that calls me, fairy tales, I do not trust you. There's nothing about you that makes me to believe that you are better than any of the other previous leaders. I just need to use the word marikana. And there's already the big question about your integrity. South Africans, you go and draw a cross. Do not come and cry at me. If I'm not successful at 2019 to get you, South Africans, to buy my veto from me, 200 Rand, and then subsidize from the poor community to use my veto, and let's have a new infrastructure in this country. We'll just go to 2024. That's ideology that white South Africans are still just too secure in their security little presence homes. Maybe, you need another 5 years to come to understand that this woman has the answer for you. You go and use a cross and you are on the wrong boat. You are still on the boat with a lot of holes sinking. You have nothing to lose. You draw that cross, your life is not going to change. You use my veto, your life is going to change. So please, sir, mister, what would you like me to call you? Try to belittle me. The more you try to belittle me, the more I know that you are so scared. So